This training video includes information on the new prescriptions form and functionality for Centricity 12.3. Training objectives for the new prescription form video are identifying the new form functionality, recognize and define buttons and icons, summarizing the steps of editing prescriptions including pharmacy and provider requests, identifying components of the prescription, demonstrating steps to edit, refill, ignore, or deny a prescription, and recognize scenarios where a prescription would display a change request. The prescriptions form can still be found on the bottom of the forms list within an office visit update. Within the banner of the prescriptions form, the patient picture displays if one is available, as well as patient demographic information. The outgoing authorizing provider information will display next to demographics, and if there's multiple DEA numbers, a drop-down is available for toggle as appropriate. Note that if there are multiple providers in the update, an error message displays in red font. Only one authorizing provider is allowed at once. This term is known as bulk editing. When this happens, select the medication row and ignore all except the authorizing provider's refills being worked. We'll discuss more in details to this process soon. To the left of the prescriptions form, the patient's active med list displays. You can use the drop-down to select or edit the pharmacy for each specified medication. There must be a selected pharmacy for each medication listed to manually renew the medication. To add a pharmacy that isn't on the patient's contact list, click inside the Edit Pharmacy field to open the Find Pharmacy dialog box. You'll then click the Add Selected Pharmacy to Patient Contact List checkbox. The Filter Medications field features associating problems to the medication. The drop-down displays the patient's problem list to select from. Details of the prescription also display under active medications. The medication name, most recent date, quantity, and refills will display here. To manually renew the medication, ensure there's a pharmacy selected and then click Renew. The medication will remain here in the active list as well as display in the middle of the form. The active meds also display the clinical reference and info buttons for each medication. The reference buttons live along the top of the form below the banner. The Update Medications button opens the Update Meds window that we already use. The View Inactive Meds button displays a window of inactive medications with the stop date and reason. View Problems display the active problems with the onset date. View Allergies displays patient allergies. View Appointments displays recent and upcoming patient appointments, and the View Interaction will open the Drug Interactions and Contraindications window displaying all interactions and severity level. The Pending button displays pharmacy benefit eligibility. The prescription renewal area will display a tab along the top that state the action and count. The action could be update prescriptions for renewal or pharmacy change requests. This particular example shows that one prescription renewal is due for completion. Pharmacy information such as address and phone number display below the pharmacy name. All medications listed under the pharmacy name will be sent to that pharmacy. Multiple pharmacies are allowed. Any changes to the pharmacy for associated medications can be done using the Edit Pharmacy field to the right. You can hover over any icon in the form for a description of its purpose. We'll now discuss the icons and details of the RX renewal area of the form. The prescribing method will display as an icon. Options are handwritten, print, samples, and called in. The formulary indicator has three options with associated colors. Off formulary, which is red. On formulary, but may require a prior authorization, is yellow. And on formulary is green. Name and strength and route of drug displays next to the formulary icon. Then quantity prescribed and number of refills. Next to refills is the earliest fill date. The date defaults to the clinical date of the document and cannot be edited. Brand medically necessary, or BMN, is next. If BMN is marked previously, it will remain. To edit, just select the pencil icon. The instructions for the medication will display next to the BMN. We currently do not have electronic prescribing of controlled substances enabled. These prescriptions will need to be printed. The Controlled Substance Acknowledgement checkbox is not currently active and may be used in the future. The authorizing provider's name will display below the medication on the bottom left. A note to the pharmacy, which includes the route, can be added here in the Note to Pharmacy field. The note may be up to 200 characters in length and does not carry forward to the future prescription refills. Also, if available, medication savings information is automatically included. We'll discuss medication discounts soon. When you click the Edit Prescriptions pencil icon, the edit window opens and you can add or change information here. This is the icon used to deny a prescription. This is for electronic prescription refill requests only. Next is the Ignore Prescription icon. Remember, use this option only if multiple prescribers are in the same requests and you receive the red font within the banner. Medication savings is now a feature that's available. Coupons and discounts will present for available medications. How it works: the provider will start a new document. The document type must be office visit. During the visit, the provider enters or renews a prescription. Upon ending the update and signing, if a discount exists for that prescription, it automatically prints from the handouts printer or is sent electronically with an e-prescription to the patient's pharmacy. For medications with no physical coupons, discounts will only be included in the pharmacy notes. If no discount is available, there will be no indication. Let's move on to change requests. A change request tab appears when there's a medication change request from the pharmacy. The reason for the medication change request could be due to drug change because of formulary compliance, days supply, prescription clarification, and generic substitution or prior authorization. The reason displays below the pharmacy name on the top left. Original medication shows, and only one icon to the right. To view or select pharmacy suggested alternatives, utilize the drop-down and select the changed medication. You can view additional detailed information of the medication by clicking on it. Once the changed medication has been selected, you may approve, edit, or deny the change request. After an action is taken, the medication is moved from the Change Request tab to the Update tab. Upon document signature, your response is submitted to the pharmacy. Once approved, the medication will move from the Pharmacy Change Requests tab to the Update Prescriptions for Renewal tab. When the Edit button or pencil icon is selected, it opens up the familiar Edit Prescription dialog box and will then move to the Update Prescriptions for Renewal tab as well. The Denial button requires users to select a denial reason and will also move to the Update Prescriptions tab. When prior authorization is being requested, you'll see it within the Prescriptions Form Change Request tab. Enter the authorization code within the free text field. Select the checkmark icon when complete. If edits are required, select the pencil icon, and to deny the request for prior authorization, select the Deny icon. The PA workflow will be that the medical assistant will be creating the prior authorization for medication PAM document and routing it to the Order Admin prior authorization team. To send a notification of removing a medication from the patient's active medication list, follow the normal and current Remove Medication workflow. Select the medication from within the Update Medication window. Click the Remove button. Use the Reason for Removal drop-down to indicate why it's being removed. Add any applicable comments in the Removal Comment free text field, then click OK. The pharmacy associated with the prescription will then receive a cancel request if the pharmacy has the ability to accept cancel requests. What is bulk editing and when do I use it? Bulk editing can be used to change the authorizing provider on all requested medications. If a refill request has multiple providers, all of the selected medications on the request can be updated and changed to a single authorizing provider and then be sent electronically. The red font will be an indicator. Now we'll discuss the bulk approving process. You can select the Toggle Bulk Edit Mode icon to approve all renewals in the list without having to approve each renewal individually. First, select the icon within the Update Prescriptions for Renewal tab. Then within the Bulk Edit options, to the left of the form, click the Select All Prescriptions link. Click Approve, then Close. To approve selected prescriptions and leave others, complete the steps above, but before selecting Close, deselect the medications you want to leave in pending status. And to approve one at a time, continue by clicking the checkmark icon next to the medication. To sign a prescription with a print method, select the medication and then click the Print Options Sign Rx button at the bottom. The print window will then open for you to select your print preferences to print. The Sign Rx Now option is as it sounds. Click the button to automatically sign the prescription. The workflow of signing within an update is as follows. End the update, sign clinical list changes, then hold or sign the document. The Review Electronic Prescriptions validation window then appears to complete the Rx review. Click the Complete Rx Review button. Next, let's discuss some frequently asked questions. How can you tell the difference of an electronically requested medication and a manually renewed medication? Manually renewed items will only have two black icons, the Edit and Change Back icon. Electronic requests will have three black icons. If edited, a Change Back icon appears, but will always show the Deny and Ignore icon. Also, electronic requests from the pharmacy will display the number of requests in the New column of the Rx Renewals desktop. Next question. What does the red question mark and yellow highlighted items mean? Both of these identify something that is not the same as the medication on the active medication list. It could be that the medication is not on the active list, or that the quantity or refill numbers on the request from the pharmacy don't match the active med list. You can hover over the question mark icon and confirm the highlighted items. This concludes the Centricity 12.3 Prescription Form Overview. For training questions, please contact Laura Browse, EMR Clinic Coordinator, or the EMR Training Team.